Hi, and welcome back. Today, I will take just 5 minutes of your time to talk about the importance of having a trauma-informed lens that is embedded into your practice. There's been a real increase in interest and need for trauma-informed practices in every field. I remember studying under Umar Dinsmore Tooley when she was uncovering and writing about the abuse that was happening in different settings within the yogic world. And I think it was such a heartbreaking moment for practitioners everywhere when we realized that this was happening in sacred environments. And around that time, and through Uma herself, I came across the tradition of Vanda Scaravelli, and what a relief to enter into a female lineage, to enter into a practice that empowers you so that narratives of abuse, they can't take hold the way that it's taught and the way the practice is transferred. There's no room for abuse to take hold. And that was really important to me, for me. So when we're looking at a trauma-informed lens, there's really 5 key components. Safety, trustworthiness, choice, collaboration, and empowerment. And I would ask you, when you're choosing a yoga practice or going to a new class, are you thinking about those things? Are they registering as important? Do they register as important to you? I'd love to know that, how people feel about those values in your own practice and in the classes you attend. What's beautiful about the practices that I'm going to share with you is that we're not just layering a trauma-informed theory on top of a traditional yoga practice. Instead, those values that I spoke about are embedded into the practice itself. For example, this week we will look at pigeon pose. And rather than looking to complete the pose or build flexibility, instead our focus is on joint articulation. So when the joints can express their full articulation, their full capacity to roll, it supports the proprioception through the body. So proprioception is your body's capacity to locate itself in space, and when it can do this through the intelligent network of nerves and impulses, then it allows your body to feel safe. So when we have this feeling of safety, then we can enter into our practice. It's really the baseline that we need to enter into our practice with a kind of spirit of collaboration or empowerment. And if we move on to those 2 values, everything I'm offering here is exploration based. So you have the choice of how you practice, what you practice, and I want to empower you to use the things offered here, the tools offered here, in your own practice, in the context of your body and your history and how you feel that day and what you think you need. It's, yeah, and in process of empowering you to do it on your own terms. And yeah, so I think that is a really important shift that happens when we move from competition or force and instead move towards safety and curiosity. And I feel like that is the embodiment of moving from structures of practice that may have allowed for abuse to occur into a space where the student themselves is, yeah, working in a way where it's just not an option. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I've shared with you today, and perhaps even how those narratives have impacted you in your practice and your life.